It's Tua time in Miami. Everybody, I was surprised by that too, and I've been kind of holding my opinion on it because I wanted us to get on here and talk about it. You know, I've seen this kind of thing happen before in the NFL, and personally, I think it's a terrible decision by Miami.
I think they should have let him sit and heal up his hip and also marinate in the playbook for another year. I mean, look at what Kansas City did with Mahomes. I mean, Buffalo tried doing that with Josh Allen for a good bit. Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think what Miami is seeing right now is that Fitzpatrick is more like a placeholder, but he's okay. You're not really going to go enough job.
He's doing a good enough job to be competitive and to give them a shot.
I think what the problem is, they're seeing what Joe Burrow's trying to do with the Bengals. I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't have a line, but he's showing promise. They're seeing what Justin Herbert's doing with the Chargers.
Oh,
that's
Justin
the
Herbert
problem. Because Justin Herbert's just slinging a football 70 yards with ease.
He's just
I had doubts about him coming out of college, because Oregon quarterback, they have huge issues always developing at the NFL level. He had accuracy problems, but holy shit, that dude can throw a football.
Hey, I'll be honest, all of the rookie young quarterbacks, first or second year quarterbacks that I've seen in this season, I mean, his natural ability as a quarterback is he has it. He has natural quarterback playmaking ability. I watched him against Tampa Bay make a couple of throws where it was like you don't have your feet set. You're kind of moving backwards. Yep. You're kind of it's
effortless.
An arm on a lineman and kind of hopping into your throw to try and avoid pressure. And he was on the money. I was like, and the throw looked nice. It had nice velocity, nice air under it. He is, he's going to be a star. Now with Tua, I really think you got to let him sit this year. I mean, I don't know what happened to the age of quarterback where you sat them down. You're investing the franchise in this dude. So why not sit him down, let him learn the league? Because a lot of times players don't learn the league to the point where you can let them kind of swim on their own until the second or third year. That's when the light comes on, because you get past the playbook first, then you get on the field and you figure out that the playbook shit is not the same as on the field. It's a little bit different. And then you start to find how what the playbook is telling you to do is just the structure of it. When you get on the field, you make it your own. You make it your own style. You make it your own feel. And the players, as a quarterback, the players around you will adapt to that, and they'll learn they'll learn your feel for the game and how you play it, rather than what the lines and the X's and the O's say, because those are always going to just point at distinct things that you have to do. But you do them with your own style. And for me, as a lineman, I mean, I got thrown to the wolves my second year because of injuries, and I held my own, but it was clear that I really didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just kicking my feet as hard as I could. I had the athletic ability. I had the arm length, the strength. So, unless I was dealing with guys who were big, vets, well known, one of the guys, and I always attribute him to my growth as a lineman, was me having to play against Albert Haynesworth 2 times a year, every year, my entire career. Even when he left Tennessee. When he left Tennessee, all of us all of the old linemen in Jacksonville, we were like, thank God. Thank God.
I couldn't blame him. I mean, that was beast Albert Haynesworth. That was before he got his money.
Contract your Haynesworth.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
So, dude, oh my God, dude, I will never forget it. It was 2008, 2009 season. And, I was the swing man. So I covered for all 3 interior positions. And this was, ESPN picked us to win the Super Bowl this year. So we came into this game in Tennessee, ready to handle business. Before we finished pregame warmups, our right guard tore his tricep.
Oh.
So they actually slid. What did they do? And no, I went in. I went in at right guard on the second play of the game because he tore it, but they tried to see if he could go. He went one play, came right off the field. So I went in at right guard, dude, and I was just like, damn, I wish I would have studied a little bit more on the playbook. I wasn't expecting this. So I'm out there, dude, just battling. I'm just battling based on the basics that I know about what plays we call. If you do any kind of extra shit, you're going to get me because all that game stuff I wasn't ready for yet at that point. I was a second-year player. I was at right guard. I actually got hurt. Javon Curse slammed his knee into my knee, sprained my MCL. Yeah, Javon Curse and what's his name? Kyle Vanderbosch. Those were the two guys.
Those were some quality linemen too.
Yeah. So I'm like literally, I get hurt. I come out of the game. We're down to our last O lineman who comes in for me, who's like the last backup. And, we get this is probably right before or probably first part of the second quarter. So I'm out the rest of the second quarter. We go into halftime. They bring me into the back room. They put a knee sleeve on me. I'm like, yo, like when I move my leg back and forth, it's just a bunch of clicking and pain. What do y'all mean? Like put a knee sleeve on them and go outside and warm up on the bike. So I'm like, I don't know.
It pretty much feels like when in doubt, just give them some painkillers.
Yeah.
Deal with it on Monday.
And this is the shit that was crazy. I'm sitting on the bench. I warmed up on the bike. Everybody's still inside for halftime, and I go out a few minutes early to warm up on the bike. And I sit on the bench where the O-line is after I get done warming up a little bit. And the team doctor comes over to me, right? And he sits next to me and he looks at me with that little look like, hey. And then he had his hand behind him like this. And he was like, here, take these. And I'm looking at him like, is this a drug deal? What are we doing here? He gives me these 2 orange pills. He's like, yeah, take those. I'm like, okay, pop the pills. Like within like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, don't feel a thing. I'm like, shit. Okay. So I go back in on the first drive of the third quarter. Haynesworth is like, he's on the verge of wrecking. Our left guard, Vince Manuwai at the time, he was holding him down, but on the first drive, Vince tears his ACL. So our left guard goes out. We lost Brad Meester the week before to a fractured leg that he got during fucking field goal reps in practice. We lost him. So we had a backup center, backup right guard. Then your starting left guard goes down with a torn ACL. So I'm like, wow, whoever has to go over to left guard, good luck. Here comes Tutan Reyes jogging on the field. New York accent. Hey, Uche. I'm like, what up? He's like, move over to the left. I'm like, whoa, what? I say, what? He says, hey, don't shoot the messenger. And just looks at me. And I just go over and Khalif Barnes was our left tackle. And Khalif is looking at me like, he's like, yo, it's real over here. It's real. It's Haynesworth and Vanderbosch. And them boys, they both got the red contacts in. They ain't playing no games. Like, you good? I'm like, bruh, why am I on the left side? I have a sprained MCL. Why am I over here? There's a picture of it. Let me pull this picture up to show the audience. Oh my goodness. Let me show y'all something. This was the picture that I look at every time, and I point to it and I tell people that was my welcome to the NFL moment. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Lord, where is it? Oh, the picture is so easy for me to see when I see it. It's like, I think it was my very first picture like that was recorded by a photographer in the NFL.
Oh Lord.
And it was like, wow, what is happening to him? Let me pull it up. You know what? I think it's on. I have it here on my computer. Let me pull it up. This picture is golden. This is like, I'm going to frame this picture one day. I swear.
Oh my God.
Here it is. I'm going to show the audience this. Let me share this. Let's see. Share screen. Boom. This is the picture of me against Albert Haynesworth. Look at you can see my left
even your
brace on. And you can see my face. I'm like, oh
shit. You're literally like trying to be like a grizzly bear. It's like, oh God, you're done.
Oh, that's after he punched me in the chest with his hands. My arms went flailing up in the air.
Jesus.
And I'm just like, my God, this man is massive. And I'm by myself. I don't even have like a center coming to me. It's just
it's a one-on-one with one of the best nose tackles in football at the time. Good luck.
And I saw that picture and I was just like, I actually remembered that moment because I was like, he was lined up over the left tackle before the play.
Four tech.
Oh yeah. And Khalif looks at me while we're at the line. He turns and looks at me and says, "Hey, Uche, he coming to you?" I'm like, yeah, he's coming to me. He knows I'm hurt. He knows I'm hurt. He lining up over the tackle. Vanderbosch is lined up damn near over the slot. And they're just rushing from wide as hell. And that's what it looked like right there. That was Uche battling his way in. But after about going into my third year, that's kind of when the light clicked and turned on. And I feel like for quarterbacks, that's so important to get that time to understand how the game is played, to see it from the side and be able to process what's going on when watching film. And then, when the time is right, which to me, for a quarterback, especially a top pick quarterback, the time is never right in the first season if you have a different choice, if you have someone you can use. Like, I'm sure Miami was like, look, we're not going to like the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah.
We're not, if an extraordinary year would be us playing for something in December. So Fitzpatrick is providing you with providing a serviceable job as a quarterback, and he's mentoring Tua. Like, I feel like you need to allow him the respect as a veteran, one, and the time as a teacher and a mentor to show Tua how to play this sport, for an entire season, how to make it through an entire season. Because one of the things that you're not going to hear about is the rookie wall. They hit a wall, and that wall is hit at like week 8. Like, that's when, I remember as a rookie, when I was playing, I wasn't even on the field. I was on special teams, like a couple plays a game. And I mean, by week 8, I was like, when is this shit going to be over? When is it going to be over? I'm ready for this to be done. Like, in college, we got like 2 games left. I was like going stir crazy in my own mind, playing the game, trying to be a professional. Like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't a professional. I was still a college player figuring out what's going on a professional level. And by my by my third season, by the end of my second season, I was starting to feel like, okay, I feel like I belong here. Not necessarily that I didn't feel like I belonged, but I felt like I wasn't ready, but I had no choice. There wasn't nobody coming to save my ass. So, I had to just go out there and gut it out. I got benched against the Bengals. They were an 0-8 team. Like, it was, rookie struggles, growing pains. I went through that. And, by the end of my third season, I was actively dominating my competition. Like, my third season, I gave up half a sack on the entire season at guard. And, that was on the offensive line that gave up 45 sacks for the year. So, it clicked. The light came on, and I began to see the game move slower. I began to be able to anticipate and see where defenses were trying to to either pressure or manipulate the linemen to react in certain ways. And that's something that you can only really notice once you've had enough time
that
to
comes with game experience.
Get game experience. But it's hard to go out there as a quarterback. Game experience doesn't really equate the same way because these guys have to do a lot while they're doing a 5-step drop.
Well, here's what you have to consider. It's like, okay, how many men are rushing towards me? Or what's the secondary? Are they in a zone, a cover 1, a cover 2, a cover 3? Are they doing press coverage? What's my first read? Is he going to be available? What option is he doing? Okay, is he available? What's my second option? Boom. Is it anyone there? Am I having a shot? Okay. And then, okay, what's my check down? Do I have a screen? Do I have a safety valve? Do I have anything else? Do I have to roll out? Do I have to do anything like that? The problem with the NFL nowadays is they are rushing quarterbacks because what they are realizing is the best chance to win a Super Bowl is in their rookie contract. So they can invest more money in other positions instead of throwing $40-50 million at the quarterback. So they'll risk a Josh Rosen. They'll risk a Dwayne Haskins. They'll risk a Sam Darnold in the off chance that, okay, we're going to get Patrick Mahomes or we're going to get, I don't know, Justin Herbert. That's what they're hoping for. And the problem is you're going to ruin a ton of these guys. I mean, Dwayne Haskins only started 1 year in college. So,
yeah.
As I said, you'll be lucky if you get like a 5th or 6th round pick for Dwayne Haskins right now.
Oh, yeah. He has no value.
Being ruined.
No value. He's being, yeah, that's right. That's right.